I'm just a cynic. Can you give me a minute? Cause faith is hard to place when you can fake everything you ever thought you could say. Your trust issues, I'll admit it. Scar tissue to prevent the pain that waits when I look away. So you pinky promise you won't screw me over, leave me in the cold, yeah. I need honest through my coffin to you. Pinky promise you won't screw me over, tear me up like roaches. I need honest, tell me do you. Pinky promise.
Look, I've been through some fucking shit, so I'm over it. I'm about to split if you can't commit. I don't wanna see you promise, make your actions fit. I can't trust that you'll be honest and I'm passionate. Cause this dating culture, no one takes it serious. We all swipe until our standards are delirious. We all complain that there's no one out there to address. When we look in the mirror, we date the person looking back. You entice the same energy you putting out. So if you're ready to commit, maybe I wouldn't doubt. Don't wanna be a pessimist, but I've been feeling down. Cause I don't feel like anybody wants to grow up now.
I promise you won't screw me over, leave me in the cold, yeah. I need honest through my coffin to you. Pinky promise you won't screw me over, tear me up like roaches. I need honest, don't do you. Pinky promise.
You get one chance, one opportunity to make a first impression. So impress me and speak truthfully. I'll match your energy if you don't want an enemy. Then be friendly and maybe we can mend some things. Our brain chemistry is taking us to therapy. Our inequities are filling us with jealousy. So get the fuck off your phone when you're next to me. Let's have a real conversation about all the remedies. Anything but checking DMs for your next to be. Cause all this access is the true fucking enemy. The grass is greener, right? That should fix everything. But the issue is our damn insecurities.
Damn insecurities.
Do you pinky promise you won't screw me over, leave me in the cold, yeah. I need honest through my coffin to you. Pinky promise you won't screw me over, tear me up like roaches. I need honest, don't do you. Pinky promise. Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't bring me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase that, face it. I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Yo. Yo, can you guys hear me? Ash, can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright, nice. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is me, remote. I'm sitting in a hotel room in Niagara Falls. Let me get my stuff going here. Alright. Can you guys hear that? Alright. What's going on, homie?
Yo, how's Niagara going for you?
It's all right. It's actually we know the last two times we came up here it was in like March and April, so it's actually pretty warm down here. Up here,
It's freezing down here, dude. Well, not freezing, but we do have a frost warning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not too happy about that.
What's going on, Volt?
Nothing much. Nothing.
Yo, that picture you sent me earlier was awesome.
I don't know. I mean, you see.
No,
Sorry about that. I was reverbing. Sorry.
Are you on your cell phone or laptop? What the hell are you doing?
I'm on my laptop fixing the camera.
Nah, I'm talking the truth. He's up there being remote right now.
Yeah,
I can't see chat. Oh no, I can. I figured out what I had. I was going to say that's why I had my YouTube open and didn't realize it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Rookie mistake. Sorry. No, we got out and did a little assessment today of what happened and stuff like that with the hurricane that come through. And I swear to y'all, it's like our little area, like a mile and a half little area, was in a bubble because a couple of limbs, that stuff. You go about a mile and a half in either direction, there's homes with nothing but the slab left. Nothing.
Damn, you moved down to Florida. Even the hurricanes don't want to mess with you.
I'm telling you, it's like a fucking bubble was around us. You like that Mr. Eddie that's in chat did that for me and Christina.
Yo, Eddie, that's an awesome picture, dude.
You hadn't seen it yet, Bass.
No, I haven't seen it.
Go look on my comment on my channel, the comments channel. Well, hold on. You can share it. Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now, bro. That shit is awesome. Great job, Eddie.
Dude, I went to go get a cup of tea. They didn't have Earl Grey, so I had to settle for the lower shit.
Hey Joe, this is the link for you, Joe.
That's the picture right there. It's waiting for somebody to share.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
That looks like a '90s T-shirt with Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like I'm thinking about saying something, and then you look at her. She's like, "Don't do it. Don't do it."
That's great,
I love that.
Eddie. Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, as soon as I can, I'm gonna have that put on some shirts. I need to. Hey, Pop, what's going on?
What's up, Joe?
What's going on, Joe?
I gotta talk to your wife about the T-shirt thing when y'all get back.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta go check my garlic bread. Hold on.
Go check your garlic bread. And did some talking and stuff. There's fixing to be a little bit of changing up at the Vault of Nightmares. Like I said, the name change is going to be one thing, but the Vault of Nightmares and Nightmare Nation is going to have a new addition. A buddy of mine that is in the legal industry is going to be the Vault of Nightmares legal team and available to Nightmare Nation, where we're going to actually put Nightmare Nation LLC it, and we're going to have like Mr. Joe is going to be a seat holder, Truth is going to be a seat holder, Bass, Mr. Don, everybody that was here to start Nightmare Nation is going to be chair holders, and that way, like if we raise money for charity or whatever, we can legally donate it to the charity through the Nightmare Nation or whatever we want to do. We're fixing to legitimize Nightmare Nation.
Plus, through an LLC, we'd be able to start Nightmare Nation Productions.
Yeah, your bass is real low.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So through the LLC, we'd be able to start Nightmare Nation Productions.
Yep.
Start a production company.
Yep. We can, like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff that we can open. They're even working on doing a Vault of Nightmare app.
It's not beer, ladies and gentlemen. It's just soda.
I had to do this the other night because I was drinking an orange cream. So I was drinking a cream soda. I had a couple. I was drinking beer. No, hell no. If you see me drinking beer, the end of the world's coming because that is nasty as shit.
Yeah, like we went out for hold on. We went out for a drink last night. It was my wife's birthday, and she didn't want the drink she had, so I ended up pounding that shit out. Yeah, I got a little saucy. I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning drunk, watching TikTok videos and shit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all another secret. I'm not gonna let it completely out of the bag, but in the next 3 weeks, there's going to be some other big changes. But
hey, Joe, if they're in chat, they can just click the link and it'll bring them right in.
About 11:30, man. Say in about an hour or so, we're going to go live and talk about. We went out today looking around, and like I said, in this little bubble area I'm talking about, I guess somehow there's high ground or whatever, because there's an area over there. I'll show you to today, just trying to get out and just stretch our legs a little bit. There's a Hillsboro, I forgot the name, it's something Hillsboro Park. That is the only high ground we got around here. Dude, it is fucking animals all over that sumbitch. I think I saw a squatch cross a little path, and I think I got a picture of it. I'll even hold on. Let's see.
So let's talk about this this Ian for a second.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few videos out there where people had abandoned their dogs. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I have no idea. Dude, I don't know. Ian tore the death. There's a bunch of dead from the storm, y'all. Y'all need to understand how bad this storm was. There is a bunch of people they're just in a small area, and it's several hundred right now dead. I don't want to give out no numbers. I don't want to be wrong, but it was a lot worse than people thought, and then some people didn't get the warning they should have. But yeah, I don't know what it is. What people that's like people didn't moor their boats like they were supposed to. They wound up in hotels. The boats did, not the people.
Yeah, there's some dude down there. He didn't bother to try to get his McLaren P1 anywhere safe, so that shit just floated away, floated down the road and shit like that. That's like $1 million.
Oh, you don't think it ain't insured? He probably made money on it, some bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I like that hat, Pop.
Can't hear you, Joe. Unmute yourself. Joe, unmute yourself. Can't hear you.
He is unmuted. No. Can't hear you, Pop.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
What's going on, Dave? Where they got you at right now?
Oh man, I'm down here between Lewiston and Boise, Idaho, out in the sticks.
Mm.
I can't wait to get in the sticks in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Oh, I got some nice video earlier going through Hell's Canyon. Oh yeah.
How about now?
Hell's Canyon.
Oh yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Can you drop that link in again for Bobby?
Yep, I got you.
All right. Thanks, man. Hey, David.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
how's it going?
Hey,
It's going, man. It's going. Hey, Vault.
hey, what's up?
I'm
Hey, I just
trying
want
to.
to say,
I hadn't got to tell Bass and Truth some news that Mr. David and Mr. Pop got, but I will after a while.
I just want to say something. Joe, that jerky
Yeah.
you sent me, man, that shit
Yeah,
tastes like candy, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to send you some of that mushroom jerky that TJ made up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking, yeah, candy, man. Teriyaki candy.
I was
Oh,
eating.
shit. I'm
super
still waiting
good.
for Truth to give me my my other piece of the surprise, but
I've told you numerous times to come by the house and pick it up.
I got something I got
dude,
something
every time I go by there, you don't say anything about it.
I got something I just shared, and we're gonna talk about this tonight. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck this is, but you tell me what the hell it is. I caught this evening. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see. Look right there.
It's on the screen. Here we go.
Right there. That's coming from behind the bush.
The fuck?
That's out in here where, like I said, that's in that area, that right there. That's not too far from here, right there.
A question area, isn't it? I'm not too familiar on those terms, but that's like where they ride horses and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna zoom in. Y'all see how
Yeah.
far I am? This is the original. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see what I saw. I saw that come right through here and then it stopped. I watched it walk right through there. That tells you how far and how big it is. But
That head's 15 foot off the ground. I bet you.
oh yeah, like I said, you tell me. That you can see
I
it
bet
sticking
you.
through it, right there.
I bet you $1 that thing's 15 foot tall.
That looks like almost like a baboon face.
There you go. Like I said, we're going. All right, this is the plan for tomorrow, and we're going to talk about this on tonight's show. Me and her are going to take the GoPro and my production camera. We're not going to try to worry about doing a live stream. We're going to go out so we don't have to worry about staying in cell phone because the cell phone service down there right now because towers down sucks. So we're going to go out with a GoPro and that and the new mic system, and we're gonna go through. We're gonna start right here. I want to go back see if I can see any sign. And she said that there's used to be somebody that gifted back here. I don't know if it is or not. We're gonna go back there and see. But this is a huge freaking park. You can see.
Hey, Vault,
Yeah.
when you go back there, have Cat take a picture of you or Cobra standing by that tree to get a size comparison.
Oh, you see what a star is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. That right there is where that picture was took at. You see how wide this is? Now, everything around this is the green swamp right here. This is a little part that they put in the green swamp. So, see, our apartment is back over here. And like I said, it's just a little area. What y'all usually hear, matter of fact, our apartment is right back up in here. It butts right up into the back of the green swamp area. Told y'all, there ain't nothing but woods back there behind me. And you tell me that this is several acres. You can hike, fish, shoot, whatever back here. Because they just did a hog hunt. Just did a hog hunt there. I'll show you all the pictures of the signs that they're sitting up. Like I said, you can look this place up. That's where we're going to tomorrow. I'm going to go out to this place right here, and we're going to go in there and see if we can't find some more signs. You can hike, fish, shoot, whatever.
Oh, you gotta pause your YouTube.
Somebody's got to go YouTube on. I'll show you all the pictures of the signs that they're sitting up. Like you can look this place up. Whoever just jumped, hold on. Somebody.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, Stone, you gotta pause your YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's got to pause.
Turn your YouTube page off, Bobby.
Well, what he does is just hit the mute button. Hit the mute on YouTube. Everything's off.
Everybody does that.
Whoever just jumped, hold on.
Good to have you
I've
here.
only got this one page open, guys.
Well, even if the other page is, if you got it pulled up, it's still going to be feeding back sound. Well, what he does is
It is off.
29 minutes of remaining drive time.
I
Let
can't
me go
see
through
that.
myself, make sure it's not me. Hold on.
Good to have you. I've only got this one page open. Well, even if the other page is, that's not Stone.
So we good now?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I don't hear myself anymore.
It's not Stone. Stone, unmute and see if it does it again. Stone's muted. Stone. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You got 2 pages up on your computer, Bob?
Me?
No, Bobby.
Oh.
Stone.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So you can unmute yourself, man. You good?
Unmute.
Okay.
All right. Where is she? All right. You good? Oh, press your unmute button. You should be good now.
Hit your mute button again.
Well, Mr. Bobby Stone, it's nice to meet you.
Here we go.
There we go. All right, we got you now.
You too, sir.
Press your unmute button. You good now?
I smell bacon.
I don't know if I got it or not.
Are you cooking bacon?
Oh, yeah.
What are you cooking?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
I'm trying to get my car going.
Hold on.
I want to know where you're at.
Okay, can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good to go. I am making a bacon cheeseburger on Texas toast.
Okay, I just got finished eating the
I'll take
cheeseburger.
2.
I
Send
had
'em
bacon
down, man.
earlier. That's why I was wondering where he was at.
I just had a regular cheeseburger, well, a regular
Be
burger
right back.
with pepper jack. There's a,
I love
There's a
pepper jack.
delay in it.
there's a bad delay.
That's because Truth's on that hotel Wi-Fi. He got to pump some quarters in the machine.
Listen, anything else? All right. I don't have anything else open, so
Oh, there goes Joe off again. He's gonna get his phone.
Sorry, trying to get my fire stoked again.
Uh-oh.
A little chilly out here tonight.
make sure that thing didn't follow you home, man.
Yeah, it's 70-something degrees here.
Yeah, have fun with that. It's about 42 where I'm at.
I can't wait
Mother
to-
Nature came in and said, "Hey, you idiots like this place lattes? Here, have at it." And Summer just
Hold on.
walked smooth out the door.
What's that now? I can't hear you. There's so much background noise I can't hear.
All right, I'm process elimination here. Yeah, no, it's not here. Yeah, Stone, you gotta do you have a YouTube page open like on a TV or something like that?
Yeah, you might. It might be open, but you might not be able to hear it because you have your headphones on.
Yeah, just
There's
use
something running.
the StreamYard page. That's it. Yeah.
Let's see.
There we go. I think that got it.
No, I can still hear the back noise.
Let me try this here.
Pop, I like that damn sombrero.
My poncho?
Poncho you got
Yeah,
on.
my poncho.
Yeah, I like
See if
that.
that helps.
Oh man, I tell you what, this is nice and comfy.
Yeah. Look like damn Dirty Harry back there.
All right, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. So, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. So
Dirty
welcome-
Harry. I was gonna say he looked like Willie Nelson in that video.
Well, he ain't got an apple yet. He's smoking out of.
Nah, I passed up on the apples.
Hey, Willie
I
Nelson,
went to
talking
real.
about
I went
Joe
to real
there.
pipes.
Willie Nelson says, the apple. The doctor says an apple a day. I mean, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So he smokes about 4 joints through an apple and then eats it.
Hell yeah.
Makes sense.
So the real reason for tonight's show was Joe recently told me about something that had happened to him when he was out on a hike, and I believe I'm going by what you have up on things. Stone, you had an encounter with a crawler. Are you the one that saw the crawler? Go ahead,
Bobby,
Joe.
you want to get Sherry
There's the
on
order.
up there with you, and y'all kind of tell your story.
Let me turn this down a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Well, I can try. I don't know if it'll work. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. If y'all sit close together, the microphone
okay.
will pick up. Y'all just get close together and just start from the beginning, and Mr. Truth there will do the interview and ask you questions, and he'll get a story out of you.
All right, so I'm going to start with.
Well, which one do you want to hear about?
Go with the graveyard.
Yeah, so let's set the mood.
The
Like,
graveyard?
where did this happen, and what time of day was it, and why were you guys out there?
Okay. Well, it starts about. We'd like to just get out. Me and my wife and friends like to get out and ride around late at night, see what kind of wildlife we see or come upon. And this particular night, we were out at this by this graveyard in Clayton, Georgia, and something caught my eye, and so I parked and started walking up towards it to investigate to see what it was. I was probably about 150 yards away from the vehicle when my wife and all the or my two friends all at the same time just started screaming and wanting me to get back in the vehicle. And I'm looking back and I'm like, what's going on? And we get over there, or I get over there, excuse me, and get back in, and they're talking about I don't know something just dancing all around the vehicle, had it completely surrounded. Grayish figure things. She described it as being eyes in the heel type of thing. Heels have eyes or whatever you call it.
So kind of like a deformed human,
You want to?
Look,
Would you say kind of like a form?
deformed human.
one of the excuse me, one of the other people that was with them just described it as a rake, and I'm just going to throw that in there and let y'all go from there again.
So well, so
She
what
says
would
it
you
definitely didn't look humanish.
what how was the movement? Was it like sporadic or fluid?
Baby. He said, "How was the movement? Was it spontaneous or fluid?"
Like did it seem jittery or was it like smooth?
What, jittery or
Bobby,
smooth?
share the headphones.
Smooth, huh? I can't.
So all right, what would what would your what would your guesstimation be on how big it was? Like was it down on all fours?
Bobby, why don't you give the headphones over to Sherry for a minute because you were outside the vehicle and it's weird.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes.
Miss Sherry.
Okay. So
Hey,
how so what when it came up to the car, like which direction did it come from?
it just automatically appeared. It wasn't like it came up to us or anything. I looked out the window and started screaming, and the other two that was in the car with me looked out and they started screaming, and we were just hollering for Bobby to get back in the vehicle. I mean, it was just like we were surrounded by whatever it was.
Was it
It was
making a
like,
noise
um,
or is it just moving
no,
around?
there was no noise, just moving around, just those windsock things that they blow up and they
Mm-hmm.
move constantly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like I mean, just moving constantly like those things would, but it was completely like I don't know how many of them. My Tahoe, I had a 2003 Chevy Tahoe, and it was completely surrounded all the way around. I mean, I looked behind me in the window. There was stuff there, out the front, the back, the side, everywhere was surrounded completely. But he couldn't see
Now,
anything from the outside. We could only see it from the inside.
whenever he turned around and started back towards the vehicle, did it automatically just go away as fast as it showed up?
No, it was still there up until he got right to the vehicle. That's when everything went away.
Now, were you able to get a good look at its face or at the faces of these things?
And you could see it, but it was like you could see through it too. I mean,
Hmm.
it's like it was there, but it wasn't there. If that makes
I,
sense. I mean, I don't know. It's unlike anything I have ever saw before in my life. I was a total non-believer until we were surrounded that night
were y'all parked in the graveyard or beside the graveyard?
in the driveway that goes through the middle of the graveyard.
Okay. Uh, by chance, does right there where that graveyard is, does it have a crossroad? Like, is there a road that crosses like a intersection? Like it makes a X or a T?
Yeah. Is there like an
Yes.
intersection at the beginning of that?
Well,
At the
it
beginning of
the church is on one side of the church is on one side of the road, the cemetery's on the other, and then there's a road that goes down like the middle of it.
No, I'm talking about all right, right there by
So the
where the
road,
church. Is
like
there
a
another road that intersects the roads at the church and the graveyard zone?
like an intersection, like a North Street and
Yeah, right
West.
out in front of the church there is.
no,
In front of the church property there is.
no,
Oh,
the yes, right in front of the church property. There's a road that goes down through. The church sits on one side of the road. You cross that road, and the road goes up to the cemetery. So there's a road that splits right down between the church and the cemetery.
I got a couple. All right, now the person that got out of the vehicle, that's your husband that's there, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got a couple questions for him because I think I know what this was. I think I know why
Okay.
y'all were able to
I'm
see it
giving
and he could.
I'm giving the thing back to him. Okay, here, baby. He wants to talk to you again.
Okay.
I don't mean to take over, Truth or Bass. I'm sorry.
no, man.
Yeah, you're good.
Don't worry about
Mr. Stone, I got a question. Was there anything bad in your life going on, like financial
it. Yes, sir.
troubles, legal troubles, anything like that going on in your life at the time? Something that you like, you needed dire
At that
help with.
time, no, everything was going great. I mean, at that time, no, sir. I mean, everything was going on pretty great.
Because
Like,
you caught
I
the
don't know,
attention
was
of
that
something. Something caught your attention that got you to leave the vehicle with everybody else and walk towards it, which would have been towards where the crossroads was, right?
that I was going back up towards the edge of the woods, away from the road, approximately about 150 yards away from the vehicle.
Yeah. I think y'all come across a crossroads demon. And the reason why they
Crossroads.
seen what they saw was they wasn't supposed to see you making the deal that it was going to try to offer you. That's why they could only see it, you couldn't. And it surrounded the vehicle because think about it, they're looking at it, they're not looking at you, and they're not looking at what you're doing. Because I've heard this before. Usually the person that gets drawn outside or drawn away from the other people have something financially, physically, spiritually, or something else going on in their life. And this thing will show up and promise you, well, I can fix this for, usually it's your soul, but I don't know. I ain't never talked to a crossroads demon. I just know how people have described it. They offer you help for something.
So I have a question. Did you get an urge to walk away from the vehicle? Like it's something like did you feel a vibe that you needed to walk away from the vehicle?
Uh, well, I don't know if I could say it as an urge, or more or less than just my curiosity.
What was it that caught your eye? Was it movement or flash color, light?
It It was kind of a light, but the movement of the light, and it's like I said, where we parked at, I was about 150 yards away when they started screaming and hollering, probably another 100 yards or so, and I would be in at the edge of the woods at the end of the graveyard to been able to figure out what it was, but I never made it.
I said, me? What I've heard something similar to this several times. I believe y'all encountered a crossroads demon. They do.
Crossroad demons.
Well, like I said, the reason why they could see what they could see is because it didn't want them to see what what it was doing and what you were doing. Because think about it, you couldn't see what they could see, and they couldn't see what you saw. It got your attention and got you to get out of the vehicle.
Correct.
And move away from the rest of the crowd, and then it got their attention drawn away from you because of what it was doing. I don't think it was physical, because if it was physical, you should have been able to see it when they saw it. So that's why I think it's paranormal. And I've heard something similar to this several times. And you for somewhere involved.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that myself. Like those the things that they saw while they were in the vehicle was a manifestation of whatever that light was.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they would have manifested to look like crawlers, but maybe that might have been a manifestation of a type of demonic entity.
William in chat.
You know,
I
like
think
Paul-
that was only on your end.
Well,
Like a lower level.
Paul Harvey said at one time, and here's the rest of the story.
well,
Bobby, y'all should go over what else happened.
well, that's what I was fixing to say there, Joe. This was the same night that we were all four riding through Hill Ridge, and we had these app things on our phones, which nobody really believed in them much until I become a believer when I pulled in at my house, and after my grandmother died, and it popped up on my phone and all, supposedly a message from my grandmother. And it's okay, Joe. You don't have to jump. I'm just talking.
One second.
But,
Hey guys in chat, hold on a second. Guys in chat, nobody said liar in soft voice. Joe said fire in a soft voice.
Fire. Fire.
Forrest
See?
behind-
Fire.
But you guys are evil eared. I admit that. You guys caught it. But no, he didn't say liar. He said fire. All right. Sorry for interrupting.
But my wife, she received a message over the app that told her, said non-believer, die. That was before we seen the things surrounding the vehicle. Also, we had, I don't know what this thing was. I was driving on this, and Joe can tell you he's been to this place before himself. It's a dirt road, and I was doing about 55 to 60 miles per hour down through there, and this thing was keeping up with the vehicle.
Well, what I think is funny is
And that is an insane.
people in chat keep talking about they keep hearing something over.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know whose voice it is, but they keep hearing something going liar. I haven't heard it, and I turned up my system. I haven't heard it, but multiple people in here that I trust say that they heard liar.
No. It was Joe when Joe's restarted his fire.
No,
he came
I
on-
didn't even say anything. I pointed,
and said fire.
trying to get around this way, and I went fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
I was thinking
I was trying to
people
point at the
thought it was
fire.
saying liar.
No, no, it was. He said
No,
fire.
no,
Fire.
no, no,
Liar.
no, no. I've known Bobby close to 15 years,
No,
and
no, no. What I thought they were
he's
saying
straight up.
was no, no. I wouldn't call him a liar. I think what they thought they heard was a entity voice coming over and said liar. Like don't believe what they're don't believe what they're saying
Oh
because
no.
people were like they who whispered liar. And I was like, I didn't hear nobody say liar.
Yeah.
Because I went back and run it backwards and turned my stuff up. And,
Losing G.
yeah. Like I said, I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's what they thought that they had heard something in the background of somebody taking over their mic or something. What I thought.
Well, that's happened before on people's live streams.
I
When
just
you
noticed
hear
a bunch of
something,
people started, and I said, so I went back. That's why I muted. I ran back and the show, and I couldn't hear it. So that's why I was like, where or whose mic was it that was doing it?
What's up, Illumina? How you doing?
well, we
Yeah.
got that figured out.
Okay, like I said.
I definitely think it was a manifestation of whatever that light was that attracted you to go towards it. Whatever surrounded that car was brought about by whatever that light was.
I think y'all had a paranormal encounter, and it wasn't a nice one. I think y'all got a paranormal encounter with some bad entities.
Now I got a question. Is that
You
area
notice we start
No.
getting into the woo woo stuff, and the tech starts going to shit.
so I got a question. Has that
Hey, you
area
know me.
does that area have a history of weird stuff going on?
I don't really know about that. I know that there's some very old Civil War graves and stuff there. But as far as any strange stuff going on there, I can't say I know of anything.
I wonder how long that
We
cross-
did have a. No, pardon.
I wonder how long that crossroad has been there, because if it was a crossroads demon, it might have been making deals there since the Civil War.
Yep.
Like I said, I've just heard something. I've heard something similar to his story several freaking times. Enough times that, like I said, y'all remember me, Tank, Lakeia, Lethal, and a couple other people went out to a crossroads to because this is some of the same stuff that he's saying that happened to people out there. That's the only reason I said that. That's why I was asking, was there a crossroads? Because that lines up with what I've heard before, and it was supposed to be because of a crossroads demon. Now, where it is or not, I have no idea.
Well, Joe, you know where the church is at now. Right behind the church there. Yeah, I mean, there is a road that crosses that road, which would make a crossroad, but it's all grown up.
Still a road.
It's still a It's still a road.
Still a crossroad.
The demon don't care that y'all are not using it no more. It's still a crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
See, like I said to you earlier today, it might have been something that was making them see things and you not able to see them, or them just dancing around you and not be able to see them, and they can see it. So Rothian, thank you.
Well, I do
You can probably explain
remember
something like that better than I can.
I do remember you saying something about.
All right. Yeah.
Wherever you
this
find
kinda
a
involves me.
crossroad.
Hold on, there's too many people talking.
Hold on.
What was you saying now?
I do remember you bringing up a few shows ago, like wherever you find a crossroad, there's usually a church, like right near it.
I don't know why, but it usually is. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I didn't design it, but like I said, that I know for a fact. I've heard multiple times, basically, that what he's describing or what she was describing, and then for some reason, one of the people right before that happens gets separated from the group, and usually they walk towards one corner of what would be the crossroads. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going by what I've heard in the past that's got me out to looking
Heck of a
for it
thought,
before.
Shell.
Okay, I am back. I had a bit of a connection bug. Yeah, no, that is definitely a crossroads demon that you encountered.
All right, and Stone, this is our remote viewer, and he's damn good at what he does.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
That's all I'm gonna say.
all right, okay, I'm just gonna play my cards right here because I don't want any more of that nonsense going around. So I might say something a bit really quick. You guys will probably not know anything I'm saying, but just bear for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seganaurote, Itamareshi, Shino Bakira Norsteret, Shrino Tirangirat, Zapata Uranin. Okay, done.
All right.
That Latin?
No, an older dialect.
Okay.
Sanskrit.
Ah, gotcha.
So
We did have a encounter with what some folks said was a devil hound. A few days after with that encounter, we had a family member on my wife's side that passed. You could see through it. It's big, it's black, but yet you could see
And that was
through it.
Disappeared.
Was
That was
it-
that thing that jumped in front of the truck, wasn't it?
Well, you know what
Yeah.
drags the souls to hell, right? It ain't the Reaper. It's the hell. That's what hellhounds are for.
Like, was it giving off like a smoky appearance, like a misty type?
Yeah, you could kind of say that it would look kind of foggy-ish. Yeah, couldn't really, at first I was like, okay, I'm seeing things, but others saw it at the same time. And like I say, you could still see clean through it though. And then it was gone.
Mr. Stone, it was nice meeting Truth Bass. I got to jump off here because I got to get ready for the show we're going to be doing tonight. It's going to be at 11:30. Everybody's welcome. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Nice
Later.
meeting you, Mr. Stone.
see you in a bit.
You're welcome over on the Vault of Nightmares
You
here in
too.
a little while.
All right.
All right, thank you.
So
Like, when you seen this hellhound, like, did it give off any like eye shine or anything like that? Was the eyes red, or was it just a figure?
It was just the side part. It wasn't facing us or looking at us. It just went across in front.
Like, it was passing you, so you would know that you seen it. So, like, not know that you seen it, but
But did it make
making
it
sure that you seen it?
Did it make itself blatantly obvious?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
How big was it?
How big would you say that thing was? I mean, Scout's what, 4 foot, and it was like 6.
All right. So in comparison, now when you guys had the things surrounding the truck, right? It was a Chevy Suburban.
It was a 90. What was your title? 2012.
All right. So in comparison to the size of that truck, right? How big was this? How big was this hellhound?
Oh, the Hellhound it come up. We got what 35s on it, and it would came up to the under the hood, just right in under the hood part. It was
Damn.
huge.
Damn.
That's why. That's probably
when
what,
we
a
first
good 4
saw
foot.
it, we thought it was a big bear.
Pardon?
All right. So the build of it Was it built more like a was it built more like how a you know, the build of a German Shepherd, how they're like streamlined, or what, and how their legs are, or was it built more like a bulldog with the like where they stick their, you know what I mean, their chest sticks out more.
More like a Rottweiler.
A rock? Oh,
See, that's different.
Because I'm trying to think of like, since you said you were having no issues with life, you had no troubles with like finances or anything going on like that. To me, it kind of sounds like that demon was nearing its quota deadline and it was getting desperate. So that's good news for you, but also it's kind of bad timing that you wound up on that crossroads at the same time it was having its
Gotta
issues.
drop out for a minute.
yep. So how far away was this was the sighting of this hellhound from where you guys saw had the things surround you in the graveyard?
How far away? We was probably about 8-9 miles away from the graveyard.
Oh, that's nothing.
I'm kind of thinking that there might be just demonic stuff going on in that general area because of all the Civil War stuff.
Well,
Have you ever looked up the
river?
Have you ever looked up the history of what happened during the Civil War in that area?
No, I haven't myself.
There might have been a lot of bloodshed in that area.
What's the area?
For me and Joe to investigate. The area is just old dirt road going back off into the woods. There's no houses or nothing out through there.
Okay, I mean, like, what area of the country?
Oh, we live in Rayburn County, Clayton, Georgia.
Clayton, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
See, now with Mr. Wilcott, he travels from coast to coast every week, basically, and he knows a lot of these strange areas. He drives right through them.
I'm thinking, wasn't that one of the areas that Sherman went through burning everything?
I don't know.
Because when he went through Atlanta, he
you'll be
burned
headed
everything
back.
in his path.
Okay, went through Atlanta. Well, we'll be headed back towards South Carolina on this part.
Okay, yep, he was heading right toward the coast, if I remember right.
And well, you have to consider also the Cherokee. A lot of Cherokee were displaced out of here.
Yep,
out of this area.
True.
That was part of the Trail of Tears.
But I have a little Cherokee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, anywhere along those lines of the Trail of Tears, you'll get high, strange paranormal activity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I gotta do a little more research on like the Trail of Tears, but I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of strangeness that happens along that trail.
Oklahoma is the site where the Trail of Tears ended, and I know there is a lot of spiritual activity that goes on, and it's like a giant paranormal magnet at that end point where the Trail of Tears ended. And since I live in the state, I watched a lot of weird stuff happen there.
Now you guys go ahead and try. I'm looking up something on this area.
Lakea, what's up?
Hello, Lakea.
Lakea.
The displacement of the Indians.
Lakaya's in chat.
Lakea, all right. I forget I'm outside. I can't be yelling too loud. Hey, Lakea.
Tell them neighbors go fuck off.
Nice.
Glad to
Good to
see
see
you.
you in here.
We've been praying for you.
It's good to see you in here.
Yeah, good to see you, sis.
Amen. We love you too.
Yep.
Joe,
Yep,
we
we
got
love
some
you.
investigating to do on Wolford.
Pretty soon, hopefully we get to hear that
Yeah.
hello my lovelies with the I'm telling you, we missed the random live streams.
Absolutely looking forward to that. I'm Miss Lakea. I miss coffee with you. Just to let you know. Bobby, I'll fill you in on later.
All
But
right.
yeah, we got a lot of investigating to do in this area. A lot of research that we need to do. Yeah,
I agree.
Bobby's going
All
to
right.
be an associate.
All right. So while we got a
Get out
few
there
minutes
and
here,
we're going to start getting some investigating done.
so
Nice.
while we have a few minutes here before Vault starts his show, right? Joe, can we get into what happened to you?
Oh, being tracked out of the woods. Yeah. All
Yeah.
paced out.
Come on, Joe. Come on, spill the beans. Did you freeze or something?
Wait, I think Joe froze up.
Yeah, he did.
This Wednesday
Oh, there you go.
last week, she wanted to
Joe, you're super glitchy.
go out and surgery day before yesterday on her stomach.
Mm.
So
Okay.
she's recovering now. Hopefully, we'll be able to have her on in maybe a week. Trip down the trail into the general area on the main part of the trail, and y'all know I have tinnitus, and I can't hear whether it's quiet or not. Everything sounds like crickets anyway. And I was telling her, if you hear the woods go silent, we need to start looking around it. You mean like now? Like no crickets, no birds, no nothing? No, it's dead quiet. Oh, okay. So we start looking, and I'm telling her, check downwind, check behind us, stuff like that. And then I thought I heard a low growl, and
Yeah,
she
I
grabbed
heard
hold of my arm. She says,
something
"Do
then.
you hear that?" I was like, "Heard what?" She goes, "I heard a growl." I said, "Okay," and then I'm not alone. So we started easing back out, and we heard another growl. And then on the way back out further, or more on the way back out, here, to begin with, it sounded like an owl with a speech impediment. And it was the only bird sound out there. And then 15, 20 seconds later, heard like a mourning dove, only it screwed up its call. Instead of woo hoo woo hoo woo hoo, it was woo hoo 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 like that. And this was like back off uh, from where we were at. And then we started hearing something shadowing us behind us and downwind at about the 4 or 5 o'clock position. And on the way out, it would keep pace with us. We'd stop, it would stop. We'd walk, you'd hear it going through the bushes, and heard the dove call 2 more times, and it gave up on the last part of the calls. It just did that first part, and this basically we were let out by a bird with a speech impediment and something tromping through the bushes. But that was the only sound. Lisa said that was the only sounds that were out there, is the bushes and the bird call. And this
Now,
was, it was right around noontime. Never, I didn't feel threatened, anything like that. Except for hearing the sounds, it was pretty normal. Except for Lucy being all, "Do you hear that? Do you hear that?" So that was exciting for her anyway.
all right. So I want to get into this little tidbit,
But
right?
that was about that was about it for Wednesday. I'm sorry.
So now this was like the first time you've had
You're
something like this happen.
breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah,
Yeah.
can you hear me
Yeah.
now? All right.
Yeah,
So
out
this
there.
was
This is the first time that I've had. Go ahead.
so now. Could you explain could you tell everybody what the next couple of days after that felt like? Because I remember I remember the conversation we had, and you
Oh,
told
dude,
me, yeah,
I was tripping. I was tripping. I mean, I was busting at the seams to share it with somebody because it was so crazy, and it's really set in about all the stuff that's going on. I mean, it's one thing to hear about it, you see it on YouTube, hear people talk about it, da 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 da. It's different when you go out, you see the evidence.
Joe, I think you glitched out on me a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange things that happen here in Reuben County, that's for sure.
Now, that's
Like,
Alabama.
is there any way you guys could like go back and like find out the history of the area for like the last maybe 150, 200 years? If there's
Gee, I don't know, Joe. What do you think?
like maybe like
I
I
think
know
Joe,
it's
I
an
think Joe
old,
was
outdated, archaic thing, but like going to the library to check like town maps or area maps or anything like that and checking the history on it.
I'll be interested in trying to find something out. Yeah.
Because it sounds like you guys got a whole bunch of just strange going on down there, man.
We got a whole bunch of weird going on down here.
all right. Welcome back, Joe.
Yeah. There's several stories that have happened that I haven't even discussed. I didn't see anything. I've just heard it. Me and my uncle at this time was out coon hunting, and again we're way off in the middle of nowhere, and back towards the river we hear something that bellers out like a bull beller, but also sounds like a lion roar at the same time. And whatever it was, it scared our dogs real good because they come flying back by us and went all the way back to the truck.
All right, so when you heard this, did you feel anything like?
I felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
Okay. And like an urge to like get out of the area.
Yeah, that's exactly what me and I told my uncle we was going to do too.
All right. So yo,
I'm
guys,
trying to think what
let's
hours on
we
Georgia.
going let's all hop. Vault just went live. Let's all hop on over at his channel.
Sounds good.
All right.
I ain't got
So
nothing to do. I'm just putting my burger together. That's all.
all right. So everybody that's
You
listening
still
right now,
building?
go over.
Hello.
Vault just went live. Go over to the Vault of Nightmares. We are all
There we go.
here
We're
to
back.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Everybody head over to Vault's channel.
Yep. See y'all there.
Yep.
Yep.
Ciao, everybody.
Ciao.